I don't like female. Or you hear me, AJ? Is it good? Hold on. Kobe, and welcome back to Are You Serious? Today on Are You Serious, we honor the life and legacy of NBA legend Kobe Bryant. Welcome back to Are You Serious? The last couple days for a lot of people have been sad and somber. The world lost a great basketball player and an amazing person as well in Kobe Bryant. So, it shocked a lot of us, shocked all of us. And, I have to say, for the 18 years I've been on this earth, I've never in my life seen one person's death, affect so many people, all at once. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, there really hasn't been anything like this that I can think of.
It's tragic.
Yeah.
You've seen some famous music artists die, Juice WRLD, X, but
no one as big as Kobe. He's it's
just
worldwide too. It's just not the U.S.
Yeah.
It's all over.
Kobe is a
everywhere.
global icon, and I can only think of I was talking to Browning about this yesterday, maybe 4 other people on this earth who would have had this much of an impact if something like this happened to them.
Like a LeBron.
And LeBron, maybe one of the presidents, another world leader. But basketball is arguably, other than soccer,
Just
the most.
The way he influenced people to do things and to keep pushing, striving for greatness.
And the craziest thing about him was not even that how good he was at basketball. When you think back about it, it's he could speak 7 different languages. All the stuff he did with his daughters, the way he supported so many other basketball players, so many other, designers, people on the internet. So many people have all these stories of Kobe, the moments they had with Kobe, and it just proves how of a special of a person he was, that these people, had these small amounts of time with Kobe, but he impacted them so much. I was a mess the day it happened. I couldn't even think of anything. I read about it at 2, and from the moment I saw it until I went to bed, that was the only thing on my mind.
Yeah.
And it still, it still hurts a lot, but
it's tough.
especially
Jay
right after
Williams
LeBron.
had a good.
Yeah,
Jay Williams had a
after
good
LeBron just passed him, and he's fine. 30 minutes before he helicopter ride,
He texted Sharif,
Sharif, asking how Sharif was. That's the kind of dude that Kobe was.
And it's makes it even worse when you know that his daughter, Ant's there's 9 people in total that passed away on that helicopter crash, and that's just awful because it was a pilot, and then it was people supporting Kobe and their kids on the basketball team. They were just trying to go to another weekend basketball tournament, and the most unfortunate thing in the world happened. So
just went away like that.
It shows nothing is tomorrow's never promised, so you got to make the most of it. Like you said, Jay Williams said, don't hold anything against somebody because if something like that happened to somebody or somebody you love, it's you never get the chance to talk to him again. So it's super tough. One of the most saddest things, for a lot of people. For me especially, I know it's one of the most saddest. It was one of the saddest days of my life. Somebody,
He was a role model.
shares the same shares the same name as me. So many people looked up to.
Yeah.
And it's just sad. But we're gonna go to commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna continue to honor Kobe and talk about 5 of our favorite moments of all time that he gave us. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
From children's books to encyclopedias, the Rose Hill Public Library collection has everything you need to expand your mind. The library, which has been a part of Rose Hill's history for more than a decade, hosts an abundance of special events such as their Monday story times. If you want to expand your mind and relax while doing it, check out the Rose Hill Library at 306 North Rose Hill Road between the hours of 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, or 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. For more information, visit their website or call 316-776-3013.
Welcome back to Are You Serious? Like I said, this has been a rough couple of days, but we're going to continue to celebrate the life of Kobe Bryant, about talking about his top 5 moments of all time that he has given us. This is just our opinions. We just threw out 5 of our favorite moments, and it's good to be, it's good to mourn and be sad, but also, you want to celebrate and be happy that, we had the chance to, I had the chance, like for myself, to have 18 years on this planet where, he existed. And so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to celebrate, maybe laugh, watch some of these moments. So we're going to start it off with Kobe's last game of all time. I remember, it was. I remember watching this too in my basement on the couch. My mom was like, "Yeah, you can stay up this night and watch all the game." So I was watching. Kobe just looked like he looked tired for a lot of the game, and in those last few minutes of the game, he just did what he does and took over. 60 points in your last game.
They came back and won too.
What's even more incredible is that he took 53 shots or something like that. You know how much energy it takes to get 53 shots up?
Just jumping
And
around.
that's all. You have to be in fantastic shape to do
That's
that.
what
So
I'm
I think that goes
thinking.
underrated as well. 60. I remember watching that. I was in awe, and it hurt too watching him.
Man, I
his
remember
last
watching
game.
so many Kobe.
Especially those last 3 years when he was so hobbled and injured. Next,
He's always
though,
getting injured.
Kobe dropping 81. This is a game that I don't remember. I don't think I did not watch this. I didn't watch. I was only probably, this happened in 2006. I was 5 years old. But, still, going back and watching the highlights, it's incredible. Somebody scoring 81 points in a game on 40-some shots, that's 18 of 20 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
He really did change the game if you think about it.
Oh no, he most definitely
His
did.
fadeaway.
In my opinion, I've been saying this.
He can do everything.
I think he's the best offensive player of all time.
Yeah.
He took what Jordan had and enhanced it. Had more range, better ball handling. I think his defense is still underrated. He was a great defender. Next though, you got the torn Achilles that he suffered against the Warriors, and
Still came out and made those
made the free throw. And they said that he thought he was going to come back in the game. That he was going to try. He came and shot his free throws so that he might be able to come back later in the game, because if you have somebody else shoot your free throws, you're not. And we saw with Klay Thompson in the finals, he had to come out and shoot his free throws with a torn Achilles or a torn ACL. And so, that just shows how tough, the pain threshold for this guy.
Tied the game too. 3 minutes left.
I think they ended up losing this game. They did.
Ended up losing.
But the pain threshold that this guy went throughout his 20-year career, he had knee injuries, finger injuries, shoulder injuries. He had every type of injury you could think of, and
Still
played through all of it.
Still played.
Crazy, man. Ankles, and dude was a monster. Our next one, it's Kobe's 5th championship. We didn't have a clip for this one, but Kobe winning 5 and getting one more closer to Jordan without Shaq. When he did it with Pau Gasol against the Celtics, that was crazy, because it was almost meant to be. So that was our 4th one, and then our last one is just Kobe in his post-basketball life, because basketball only lasts.
He retired. He did a lot of things.
The ball stops bouncing for everybody at some point, and it stopped bouncing for Kobe. And you see a lot of players, they go wild after they don't have basketball. They don't know how to handle
blow their money and lose it all.
This is one of the most.
This man had a family, a wife. He supported them. He coached the basketball team.
Did a lot for women's sports too.
This dude is right, for sure. And, this dude is one of the most brilliant individuals. He spoke 7 languages.
Do you want to work?
He was always with his daughters. People always were telling him, "Oh, you want to have a son? Do you want to have a son?" He's like, "No." He's like, "I'm a girl dad." He supported the women's soccer team. He supported the WNBA all the time. He coached his, like I said, he coached his daughter's summer team with all those girls and was helping develop them, and was such an advocate.
Sidelines NBA games.
Sideways NBA games. He was still so active in the basketball community, and not just the basketball community, but he wrote. He won an Oscar. Goodness sake.
He still talked to famous basketball players now. LeBron.
Oh yeah,
Shaq, Sharif. He was still in the mix.
He was still talking, sharing knowledge. Yeah. The guy won an Oscar. That's unbelievable. He wrote. He made films. He did stuff for ESPN where he was breaking down film, and it's such a talented guy. He wasn't perfect, but watching him grow over time into the person that he was it's incredible. He's a special person, and that just shows by the the amount of emotion and outpouring and grief that you've seen over social media and everywhere over the past couple of days. So, Kobe Bryant, very, very special person, one of the greatest players to ever play our game.
Impacted many, many
and
lives.
a great human, yes, sir. But we'll be right back from break. Do not go anywhere.
Do you want to work out more and be able to connect with people in classes? Then you should go to the Rose Hill Recreation Center, where they offer varying workout programs such as Zumba, yoga, and cardio. Or are you looking for a place to enroll your kids in a sport? The Recreation Center also offers sports for your children. This will get young kids out of the house and learn more about other people and make friends along the way. The Recreation Center is located at 400 South Rose Hill Road. The phone number is 316-776-9880. Make sure to check out the Recreation Center to learn more about their great programs.
Shirts Plus has been in business for over 30 years, helping locals with all their shirt needs. Shirts Plus is known for top-notch quality designs that they make, and their top priority is to make sure you and your team have the best looking shirts out this season. They don't just make shirts, they also make all the equipment you will need to show who you're rooting for this season. Shirts Plus is located in Derby, Kansas at 703 North Buckner, open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Back to Are You Serious? Happy birthday to J. Cole, the rapper, great influence on the basketball community, basketball culture. We saw him at the All-Star game a couple years ago. A lot of NBA players listen to him. And then Andre Iguodala, three-time NBA champion, I believe, with the Warriors. He's won 3 of them with the Warriors. I don't know if he's playing right now.
He is. I think he's no, is he not?
Because he was going to get, Memphis was going to pick him up. LA was talking about picking him up, but nobody did. But he's been, he's had a really good basketball career. Yeah. Greg Popovich, he's turned 71 today. It looks like. Yeah. He's a dude is a monster. And then there's some high school basketball player.
He was in the highlight play of LeBron's blog.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he got glassed by LeBron for the game for the 2016 championship. Most definitely, that did happen. But let's see, Sports Day in Rose Hill. We got the boys basketball team. We're playing here against Andover Central. The girls have their mid-season tournament this week in Haven, if I am correct. Yep, Wrestling Thursday at Wellington. Shout out to my guy David Leck, all-time wrestling wins leader with like 132 right now.
Yeah, 132.
That's crazy, man. David's a monster. I went back and looked at his records over the past 4 years. It's like dude went from like went from 30. It was like, I'm not 100% right, but it was like 30-6 to like 38-3, and like he used to like the losses get lower and lower each year. He had like 3 losses last year. He only has 1 this year. I bet that's what he stays at. That guy's a monster. Yeah. So. Man, he's a
gonna go
beast.
win state.
I hope he does. He's a beast.
Yeah, he deserves it.
We're gonna talk about the Super Bowl on Friday. We're gonna talk about we're getting there. We're getting there. I got some hot takes.
I'm sorry.
Chiefs fans, man.
I ain't no coward.
We got 3 Chiefs fans working on this show right now. We got him and then 2 people in the back that are Chiefs fans. So, what we're gonna do? We'll get everybody's take on what's gonna happen in the Super Bowl. We'll just round up the whole Are You Serious crew, behind the scenes people and everything. But have a fantastic week. Do great things as Kobe would want you to do. Be happy, and we will see you guys on Friday for a Super Bowl coverage. Have a great week, and peace out.